Yo, it's CJ, back again with another D4 video. Welcome back to the channel, dear viewer. Today I want to showcase why D4 needs a loot filter desperately. So in the background here we have some footage of me farming Andariel over and over again. Some D4 devs might say, oh, you know, I have so many mats, only someone with lots of mats is going to be able to do this, but I barely saved any mats to be able to do the boss this many times. I was just doing the seasonal, and then I was like, oh, I have these boss mats, I may as well use them. And I'm sure a lot of people have experienced exactly what I'm experiencing here. But as I farm this boss over and over again, and I have another clip later on of me farming Duriel, there's one big glaring issue with how D4 displays its loot on the ground, and it's that it doesn't show every single item that drops like Path of Exile does. So as you can see, there's just this circle where all the loot's confined, and it doesn't display every item that's there. It just hides, and you can move around it and it might appear or it might flicker here and there. You might see it happen a couple of times over the next minute. I am picking up some of the ancestrals as they drop, because I know there's going to be some D4 noobs that'll be like, but just click the ancestral ones, that's why they put the icon. Or I'll also have some people who say, oh, this isn't an issue, he dropped all the items on the floor. Well, actually no, if you look to the right now, I did drop some items, and the difference, if you can tell, is dropped items have the entire name of what the item is, but unlooted items have the generic name, like helm, boots, pants, amulet, etc. But as we keep farming here, you might see me walk around the loot circle, if you will, and it will flicker like there was an ancestral there that I could pick up. What if I'm farming with teammates or like party and, you know, we're all talking and stuff? I might miss that ancestral, especially when you get to this part of boss farming, which is by the time you're farming these bosses like this, you have so many mats. That's the reason I'm not picking up all these non-ancestral items. I don't need them. I don't need to salvage them. I heard in the D4 burning questions with the devs video that dropped like a week ago, that one of the devs said that there wasn't enough feedback that we need a loot filter, or she doesn't see why we need one, but I don't see how she hasn't seen people complaining about no loot filter since like the start of D4 existing. So yeah, that was really interesting. Another annoying thing is the runes are the same color as uniques, so they just blend in. You might miss some runes, which is annoying because you really want to be collecting those even in the late game. So yeah, that's really frustrating because you might just like not see it. And this is just in boss layers, mind you. This problem is exacerbated way further in the open world, where you get 10 times the loot because it's not just uniques dropping, it's everything dropping. But yeah, a simple loot filter, it doesn't even need to be like Path of Exile where you can customize every little thing. Just a simple loot filter, let me hide all non-ancestrals, and this would solve 99% of this. See, you can see me now. I'm even highlighting it. I moved and there's like 3 or 2 ancestrals there in the pile. I can't even get to it. And what if I just can't be fucked salvaging, which is all the fucking time? And yeah, I know there's dads out there that are like, I salvage every single fucking item that drops on the floor. Bro, once you even get to this point in the game, why are you even fucking doing that? You have so many mats. Like, I actually don't even understand the thought process at that point. Like, you have to actually be fucking retarded to do that shit. But yeah, the other thing is, this is just for ancestrals. The other thing that is also behind the loot, sometimes you'll see, is like dungeon keys, things of that nature, like those blue items that drop. They can be hiding as well, and this happens in the overworld, the root holds, the new root holds. This happens all the fucking time. We need a loot filter desperately. I also have, okay, so in this next clip coming up, Oh yeah, so look, I'm dropping loot because I'm just like, okay, fine, I'm frustrated. I really want the ancestrals, so I'm gonna pick up all the shitty loot. I'll do it in a second. Yeah, there we go. I'm picking it up just to chuck it over here on the floor, so I can maybe get to pick it up like that. Okay, and then now we have the when I was farming Duriel. Sorry about the clip lag. I'm not sure why that's happening. But so I was farming Duriel for a while for the same reason, just had these mats stocked up from playing the game. And yeah, I can see 4 of the ancestrals now. But as we just, maybe I'll fast forward this little bit here. Okay, and now that we've run out of our boss mats, we are going to pick up all the items, because some people might say, oh, you know, why, if you just pick them up as you go, you won't have this problem. Well, look, we're picking them all up. Oh, and as you saw, there was like 2 or 3 more ancestrals, but we couldn't pick them up unless we have to move into some obscure spot for them just to appear. And then you have to keep doing that for every other one. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, are you serious? This would be solved with a loot filter. And again, like, see, there's like a rune popping up like every half second I move. Again, it's the same color, so you're probably going to miss it anyway as you're running past. But I spotted it. And yeah, there's still that one ancestral. Oh, it's gone this time. Now, even if I walk in that one spot, you can't even see it. So yeah, this is exactly why D4 needs a loot filter. So please, if you play D4, please give this feedback to Blizzard, because they said that we have not been giving this feedback enough. So yeah, please let them know this is an issue. Anyway, that's it for this video, boys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.